Greetings, YouTube! I have done so many videos talking about the input system issues, going all the way back to really the summer of 2021, which is somehow almost a year ago. We had major reports of parry and dexterity failing to the point on both Android and Apple phones that people who had never ever complained about the game, people who were not the 6-star Nexus pitchfork crowd that when the game went down for 5 seconds, they said, "Where's my 6-star Nexus? I demand compensation." These people were hitting me up saying, "Prof, I am face blocking. I am going to my masteries and I'm being like, I've got 3 points in parry. I've got a point in dexterity. My game is pretending like I don't." And then that's not even counting all of the weird glitches, including the crazy lag that makes it to where the opponent is moving at normal speed, you're moving at half speed, you can't time anything, you're basically dead. I have not been knocked out many a fights because of that lag. Well, they promised it would be fixed in October. It wasn't. They promised by the latest November. Not even close. Then they said by March. It's March. Well, let's talk about today. March 21st, 2022, though you across the pond, it's now March 22nd. Greetings, Summoners. As we hit March, we wanted to give you all another update on where we are with the new input refactor system and update you all on our timeline. By the way, I collect autograph memorabilia, and refactors or refractors are like holofoil cards, kind of like back in the day with Pokemon, though I guess you can still collect them. So when I say refactor, read refactor, I think about holographic cards. We've continued to make progress on the new system, and with the help of our robot friend, remember the robot that pretends to be a human with the new system, are seeing more consistency across our inputs in general. We've also found and squashed multiple bugs with the system as we ready it for players to test out. Yay! Isn't it comforting to have Kabam talk about multiple bugs before they come out? Earlier this month, we encountered a problem with Android devices that took our engineers off of the new input system to address. While we worked very quickly to get a hotfix out, it did slow us down a bit, and a major concern was that it was related to the new input system. While we are now confident that it was not, we are being more cautious as we move forward. This is going to slow down our test schedule a little, which means March ain't no longer going to be the timeline again. But we will be moving forward with a smaller private beta of the fix next month. Boy, look out for that invite. And hoping to open it up to more players as we get more information. This will probably push the initial public release to April, but we will update you all when we've had some time with the fix out in the wild. For those of you in New Jersey, with our internal and external beta testers. We don't want you to take this delay as a bad sign. We're still working hard on our input system, or this input system, and our confidence is getting higher as time goes on. But also want to make sure that we're improving on this issue and not going to cause any more problems for our summoners. That's fair. Thanks for reading this update and look forward to more in the near future. Kabam Mike has responded to that initial post. Exciting news! As of today, members of the Content Creator Program are getting their hands on the new Input Refractor Beta. This means a huge milestone as we get closer to releasing the system for you all. Now we know that there are some issues that we are already working to address, and more might arise, which is why we're going with the beta before full release. Internally, we've also noticed that having gotten used to the timing of the last year, the first day or two with the new system gave us some issues until we could break that muscle memory. Well, that's true. We're excited to see how this goes and what we can learn from having the system we've been working on for a very long time in the hands of players. So, huge news? Maybe. Significant news? Only time will tell. I was thinking this whole time, because we have been working on kind of a delay with the inputs, especially depending on some of your older devices, whether that be iPhone or Android, how much of a learning curve there would be. This makes me think of when the special bottom left bar got moved like a fraction of a millimeter, but our timing for our muscle memory was so used to a specific spot on the screen that that still meant that we missed tapping a special because we were tapping a space that technically wasn't the special area. So who knows if that's going to be similar. Of course, Dex and Parry have a high amount of learning curve and importance in perfect timing to achieve in general. I still think Kabam, and then they probably will, needs to continue with the Wednesday compensation packages. And other than like a very small Alliance War compensation package, they still hinted at a larger compensation package a couple months ago, like at the end of January. We've yet to see that. So that's really what I'm calling for on Kabam, to just remember what they said and give us something that's made the patience worthwhile. So that's my takeaway. It's good that the beta is now in the hands of their content creator program, but compensation is a natural thing. You can't say because we experienced other issues in our game and were delayed for the date we promised that we shouldn't be able to make it up to you in some way. If you order a meal at a restaurant and it takes an extra 30 minutes to get to you, yeah, you still have to pay for it usually, but they might throw in a future free meal, or maybe at least a free slice of cake or an appetizer, something for your trouble. I think Kabam needs to do that. I don't think in saying that I'm either leaning toward, the mob of compensation demanders, nor am I being so negative and unreasonable. I'm not saying this has to be game-changing compensation, but I do think it needs to be something that tells summoners that they're thankful for staying with the company as they go through all of these different tests for, in this case, remember, October was the original timeline. November, December, January, February, March, April is 6 months. It's a 6 months delay. That 6 month delay is worthy of some compensation. I'm going to stick with that, and hopefully some of you will agree, but you don't have to, in the comments below.